Hi, my name is Jessalyn Flores, and I'm the president of the Illini Union Board, and we would like to officially welcome you to our Season 2 premiere of Enlightening Illini. Woo! Today we have Reba, who is our director of our cultural events, and Yanni, who is our director of our enriching events. And today we'll be talking about the election and events that we have kind of gearing towards the election. So kind of going off, a lot of new things have happened, a lot of new things coming. How do you think COVID will affect the turnout rate for our 2020 elections?
Yeah, I agree that definitely. I think COVID will have like a significant impact on like the turnout this year in the upcoming 2020 elections. I think like it will either be like a positive or negative turnout. Obviously, we won't know until it really takes place. But I will say that like I am optimistic, and I think people who haven't voted before or weren't planning to vote this year, just because of like the recent events that have taken place like throughout this year alone, I think people will be like more inclined to go out and vote. And also, I think like because mail-in voting is going to be an option, like more of like an accessibility towards people, I think that will also like encourage a lot of people to like vote.
Are you planning on voting here or or at home, or are you going to go in person or mail-in?
I'm planning to vote at home. I only live like 45 minutes away from campus, so like I thought I feel like it's easier for me to do it that way, and also I'm doing it like via mail. And I did this like previously before coming here on campus because I was debating on like whether to return or not. And since I already did it back then, I thought I would just keep it that way and make it easier for myself.
Yeah, for me, I'm also voting at home. Well, I'm not on campus. So my parents and I are going to go early voting 2 weeks before in person.
And kind of going off of all of that, do you both feel educated on the candidates' policies? How are you feeling about our candidates right now, I guess, and their policies?
I think that initially coming into this year was very overwhelming. Even after they narrowed it down to Joe Biden and Donald Trump, you just see so many things in the media, you hear so much about like fake news, and it's hard to know what's real and what's not. And I guess specifically regarding policies, I know I use a website. It's called councilforrelations.org. There are a ton of different websites on this. It kind of just talks about like the main points like environment, gun control, coronavirus, and it discusses, it's just like a short blurb about each candidate and where they stand on it. Which is nice because it gives you a general idea about where each party or well each candidate themselves where they stand with the issue, and if you want to look into it further, you can do that on your own time. But it definitely makes it less overwhelming.
I think I tend to like go to like different sources of websites, like although CNN may not be or Fox News the most like trustworthy, like I think it does give you a sense of like the political side they lean towards, and it kind of gives you an insight of like what they're thinking. And then but also going in that same way like to another website who has a different viewpoint, I feel like you're able to kind of get that like those different viewpoints and kind of understand like what these candidates stand for. And although like I feel like it is sometimes difficult to understand like what they stand for and what policies they're trying to like propose and pass, I think at times like the news tends to focus on subjects that don't really like correspond to those ideas, and I feel like that's kind of what makes it difficult, I feel like, to understand what policies these two candidates are truly trying to pass and propose as well.
How are your upcoming events going to inform students about the elections and the candidates?
The committee is going to plan an event this semester with a podcaster named Cherie Marisol Morshery. She's also a journalist, and she's the co-host of NPR's podcast Code Switch. And Code Switch kind of talks about race and culture and how that integrates into American society, one of those ways being politics. So she's going to come talk about the election and activism and how students can get involved both on and off campus. It's not going to be, on any particular candidate or any policies. It's more generally just about the election, how you can get involved, not only in this election, but also in upcoming elections. And you can stay involved politically throughout the year.
Thank you all for watching. For more information about our upcoming events, follow us on social media and check out our website. And we hope to see you guys soon.